What's up, guys? What's going on? It's your boy here, Ryan, RhyBeats. How's everybody doing? I know it's been close to a month, or maybe a little over a month, that I haven't been online. Feels kind of weird, but we're back. I'm back. Majority of you guys know that I did move to a new house, and that means I have to move the shop over. So as you can see behind me, it's the new shop. It's about 90% done. Let me give you a tour. All right, so first things first, that's the entrance to the house. This is the garage. It's a 2-car garage. Still a lot of boxes on the floor. We're still trying to get things organized. Bought this new tool chest, which is pretty cool. Painted that thing black. If you guys remember, it was like bluish green, or actually it was that color. So I painted it black. The lady, I'm gonna give you a story. I asked for black. The lady gave me latex. I didn't know until I started putting the paint on the thing, and it started peeling off, as you can kind of see right here. And I looked at the little container, it says latex. I'm like, oh well, there it goes. All my DJ stuff, well, most of my DJ stuff and photo booth is here. All of my Hot Wheel stuff, yes, I know it's kind of crazy. Hot Wheel stuff there, but that's the shop. So it's a 3-car garage tandem. So 2-car and a tandem in the back that made the 3-car garage, and that's where the shop is. All right, so show you guys around. That's the printer, which I'm gonna be working on. This is the 4880. I got the ink and I got the solution and stuff, so we're gonna get this thing going this week. Make sure this thing prints well. I have my heat press set up here. Not this thing, but I'll put that aside. Not sure if it's gonna stay there, but I'll just put it there temporarily. I have my shipping and receiving right here, right next to it. All the labels and the weight thing. Yeah, so that's this temporarily. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay here, or I'm thinking of buying another one of those tool chests and putting it on top of it, but I haven't figured that out yet. So that's there. This is where the inks are and chemicals and things like that. Here's the squeegee rack, and right next to it is, I'm not sure how long this is gonna stay here. This is the what do you call this, the screen rack. I use this for both storing the screens and drying and coating emulsions and all that stuff. So, but I'm not sure if this is gonna stay here at this spot. Not quite sure. Okay, not quite sure. I'm not sure. And this cart thing that I roll around, I put inks on. Not sure if this is gonna stay either. I don't know. I'm just trying to get the feel of the room yet. But this is the heart of the setup. The Reilly 500, which is Reilly Hopkins 500. Yeah, I'm surprised it actually fit in the space. This is the only thing I could put back here, which is great. It's out of the way. It's not in the middle of the garage as it was before. It's all set up and ready to go. The only thing was this flash dryer. I wasn't sure how I'm gonna have it set up, but I think it will work like this. I think. Not quite sure. I know I need a new one, but I could probably scoot this 500 this way, maybe half a foot. Let me see. Oh look, I already hit it. Maybe a few inches this way, so I can have this thing where it's supposed to be. But right now, that's where it's gonna sit. Okay, Reilly 500 outfitted with the laser. I'm not quite sure if, I can't remember if I had it lined up already, but that's the laser. Okay, and over here, see, more boxes. So trying to figure it out. More shirts, boxes. This is the conveyor dryer. The conveyor dryer. This is a Vastex. I don't even know anymore. It's like, I think it's like Econo Red or something like that. Yeah, Econo Red 1. It's a two chamber heating element, I guess you can say. Conveyor dryer. It's used, been working, it's great. And then I got it kind of piped up to that vent, which is actually like a bathroom exhaust vent. And I cut a hole through the new house and I put a exhaust there. I was actually going to enclose it with this, but keeping it open like that keeps the room cool. It does get pretty hot here, so it vents out this space here. Okay, and right underneath it, LED XFactor unit. I'm sure you guys how it works. All right, so if I ever need the unit, I just move it out, and there it is. What's great about this thing is like it only takes me, what I say it was 8 seconds to burn a screen, so it's not gonna take me that long, and it's out of the way. Yeah, so as of right now, this is the only place I can think of putting it, was under the unit on this thing that I made here. But I'm not sure if it's gonna stay there, but right now that's where it's gonna live. I know a lot of you are saying that's a bad place for it. It might be, but with utilizing all the space that I have, this is the only good and safe place for it. Rather than having it out here in the space and taking up space, just put it right here. So, greatest picture of all time, myself, Mr. Side Hustle himself, G6, Big Brando, and the owner of Printer Supply Warehouse from this year's ISS. That was pretty cool. Alright guys, so that is it as far as the tour. It took a while to get this thing set up because one thing is I didn't want to move all the equipment here, all the garage stuff here without prepping the room. So first things first, when we got in here was electrical work. My father-in-law helped me out. He's an electrician, or he retired electrician. He helped me pull the 220 from outside all the way to the sub panel. We got a sub panel here, has I think 100 amps going into here, so we got all the electrical. 220 for the conveyor, some outlets, 120 for all the other stuff. So that was the main thing. The other thing was hooking up this thing and all the lighting. That's on a switch. This switch actually turns on the big shop light here and turns on the fan at the same time, so which is going to be awesome. It's nice and bright in here so you guys can see. Let me turn that off because the fan is a little loud. And this other switch here is actually for this light right there, which I'm going to change to a yellow safety light so we can do our screen burning and coating screens in this area. So if you guys remember, I was using the these little bulbs here, which still works. So the washout booth is still outside. Let's turn this light on. So here's the washout booth. Yeah, so here's the booth, still outside. What I did, we actually poured the concrete. We moved here. I actually got plumbed. See this thing right here? It's actually plumbed to the pipe here, the drain, and we have a main drain that goes from here all the way to the street. So the only thing I have to do is I gotta make my filtration system, and I'll have that on video on how to make it, or try to make it at least. But yeah, that's still outside. Also, while we were pulling the electrical, I was actually blowing in insulation throughout the walls here. Well, actually, this wall, this whole wall, it was not insulated. The garage door is not insulated. So what I ended up doing is, well, originally I wanted to take the whole wall down and put regular insulation up, but that was gonna take me forever to do, and I didn't want to mess up the sheetrock that they put in. So what I'm doing is drilling out 4-inch holes throughout this one and all the way across, and just blowing, getting one of those insulation blowers that I rented at Home Depot, blowing in insulation every single one. I think I counted about 23 or 25 holes that I drilled out, blew that in, repatched it, and then ended up painting the whole garage. Actually, the whole garage I repainted white because it wasn't, it was unfinished, and I wanted to have a nice canvas to work with. I actually wanted this back wall here, right here, this back wall to be a different color, but decided to keep it white because I might put a banner or a decal or something back there. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. And if you guys can see already, I I put carpet. There's actually indoor outdoor carpet throughout the whole garage, throughout the whole floor. I was actually going to do the epoxy with the flakes, but with doing that, it was going to give me another 2 days, minimum 2 days, or 2.5, maybe 3 days of time to do it, because I gotta etch the floor, clean it, and all this stuff. So what I end up doing is cleaning the floor and just putting this carpet right under it. It's actually kind of nice because we can go in and out of it without no problem, without, you know, the shoes and stuff like that. So it's kind of like an extension of the house. With all the prep work, with everything else up to the paint and the carpet, it took at least a good 4 days to do. It took a little bit of time, but I did not want to bring all this equipment in here, then move it out while we do the work and move it back in. It was just a dumb thing to do. So I wanted to get in here first day to just go ahead and tackle all the electrical work, do all the prep work that I need to do in the garage before I move the equipment in. So like I said earlier, 90% is, this is where it's going to be as far as equipment. Definitely the press is going to be there, the conveyor dryer is going to be here. The only thing that might change is the other stuff, which is the heat press might go somewhere else, the inks might go somewhere else, this what do you call it, the screen rack might go somewhere else, the printer might go somewhere else, and the conveyor, not the conveyor, but the XFactor exposure unit, I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but my thinking was to keep all of the equipment on this side of the garage, which is the third garage, and I wanted to just keep this as the shop and everything else on the other side as the garage. So hopefully it works out. Trying to still figure things out, but yeah, 90%, this is what it's gonna be. Oh yeah, and this is the rack of some garments and clothes and shirts that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I hate staring at it, so I might get rid of it, hand it out. I don't know. Well, anyways guys, I do apologize. Like I said, I haven't been online, man, for at least 3, almost 4 weeks now. I feel kind of weird about it. That's the only thing I can think of is just making videos and just trying to get settled in the new house. It's very difficult. I lived at the other house for about 15 years and my whole family's there. The kids grew up there. It's kind of weird moving to a new home or a new house. Still feels like a hotel to me. We haven't really, doesn't feel like home yet. We're still missing some furnitures and things like that, so whatever. Yeah, so if you guys want a tour of the house, I don't know, let me know in the comment below and I'll show you guys the neighborhood, a tour of the neighborhood, which is only maybe like 10 houses here. They're still building. Let me know if you guys want to see that on the comment below. Well, yeah, so with this move and kind of being off of YouTube, kind of gave me a little bit of a vacation in a sense, but so I'm ready to get back on it. So if you guys have any comments and suggestions on the setup or how I should move things around or put things here, whatever, I highly do appreciate it. Put them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, like if you haven't done so, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, peace.